Hey. Let's go. Alexa, turn off. All right. I am super excited. Today is day 3 of the Confusion to Clarity Challenge. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, cool beans. And I am going to start off per usual, sharing who I am, just in case you're tuning in for the first time. My name is LaShana West. I'm your business therapist, and I help entrepreneurs, creatives, and professionals move the mental blocks that may be holding them back in life and business. We do not want to just survive. We don't want to just exist. We want to thrive, okay? So you see my shirt, I'm rocking the I Am Accountable brand. My brand is called Accountable on Demand. And when I tell you that it has been a whirlwind of, it's just so amazing, like what I have been able to do from me serving, the impact that I have been able to provide. And listen, I am just so blessed that I get to do this, right? I've been in the mental health field for over 20 years, and I use my transferable skills to support entrepreneurs. And it's funny because sometimes we assume that I'm going to have to learn a whole new skill set. No, you don't. You can literally get paid to do what you love, serve who is in alignment, and do it with ease. And so I help entrepreneurs gain clarity on their purpose, crush limiting beliefs, impose on imposter syndrome, infuse their story into their brand so they can be their authentic selves. All right. So let me know whether you're tuning here in the Zoom room with me or on YouTube. Let me know when it comes to content, what is your relationship with content? Like, do you crush content? You're excited about it, or you kind of in the middle, you're a little iffy with it, or you don't even know what content is because baby, you in content, it's like, no, I'm not with it. Let me know, what is your relationship with content, okay? And the first thing that I want to share with you guys is when it comes to content, you have to be clear. You have to have clarity. You have to have confidence. And that's what we've been working through these past 3 days. And we've actually been working through my 5C core method. And I created this because I basically reverse engineered all of the things that I have been doing in order to build my business, right? So I had to start off with courage and be courageous about who I was and why I wanted to do what I was doing. And then I had to get clarity on who I serve, what was the true transformation, and how was I going to do that? From there, I got confident, and then I had to create content in order to get to the money. So you guys didn't know I was taking you through my framework, but literally we have been going step by step through this framework during this challenge. And so when you're thinking about content, your content should be in alignment with your offer. And so right here, you see the core offer formula, which is customized, organic, reputable, and evolutionary. So what do I mean by that? Customized means it should not be a blanket approach. It should not be cookie cutter. Customized is very tailored for your specific client. And that's why it's important for you to know, who is my target market? Because if you're serving single moms, the verbiage will be very specific to single moms. If you're working with high ambitious CEOs, your branding is going to be different. Your word choice is going to be different. If you are a chef for vegans, there's a specific lingo, right? And that's why you have to get clear on that, because then you'll be able to make sure, that your offer is organic. Now, why am I starting with offer? Because at the end of the day, when you create content, it has to be in alignment with whatever you're selling. So we're going to start with offer information. So when we're talking about your content, it marries each other, okay? So organic offers breed organic customers. You do not have to do the little greenery in the background and, whatever you see these influencers do. You can create a brand that is so cool and so fresh that it's something that no one has ever seen before. If you want to start creating content outside, if you want to do it at the library, if you want to do it in your office, that's cool, but don't think that it has to look like anyone else's. Next, you want to make sure that your offer is reputable, okay? Building the know, like, and trust. We talked about this yesterday. In order to build the know, like, and trust, you have to be confident in what you're sharing and then try, test, and tweak. And that helps you to be more credible in what you're doing. And then the last piece is the E, which I love, is evolutionary. Infuse cutting edge information and strategies in your offer so it creates a transformation that is unmatched. Now, before we start getting deep into the content, I want to share something with you. When you're thinking about your content, you always want to have a lead magnet. LaShana, what's a lead magnet? A freebie. It could be a digital download. It could be a mini course. It could be a quiz, something that someone wants to put their email address in really quick because they are excited to get the information. So right now, I have a couple freebies. One freebie is my Monday Mindset newsletter, where you get a quick Monday Mindset information right to your email. I have another one that is a core offer blueprint that helps you build a core offer just with the blueprint. Like, it's free. And so what I find is, though, sometimes we put so much into that freebie that they don't need to follow up. So I had to make sure that I wasn't giving too much. So the lead magnet is going to help you to then think about what other free resources to help build your know, like, and trust. So is it going live on Instagram, sharing information and education, inspirational stuff? That's the content creation, right? This right here is free. So it's a potentially, no, it's not a lead magnet. Well, actually, it could be. The offer challenge that you guys are in right here could be a lead magnet, because maybe you've never heard of me before, but you were interested in joining the challenge, and now here we are. From there, you want to think of a low cost commitment, because at the end of the day, we're in business because we are monetizing our skills. You can't just be sharing and caring and doing all the things and not get paid for it. So to know if someone's serious about their transformation and what you have to offer, it could be a $19 digital download. It could be a $37 masterclass, but you want to think about what is it that you can offer. It's not free, but it's a low cost commitment just to build your know, like, and trust, and also attract and repel those who are just, yesterday, remember I told y'all I was a freebie groupie, right? Just downloading free stuff because I wasn't really committed. So that's how you kind of repel those people. And then from there, then you lead to your specific offer. And I'm going to share with you guys a resource and an opportunity for you to work with me to build out your offer with me later on in this day 3 challenge. All right, so now we're going to get to the nitty gritty of the components of effective content. This is where you want to pay attention, y'all, okay? And I'm going to keep this screen up for a while, and we're going to hit each bullet. Excuse me, my allergies are working up. But content is queen, okay? What's content? What I'm doing right now is content. I literally could have my camera up right here and record me teaching and use that as content. Actually, you know what? Look, let me tell you something. I'm about to do it. I'm about to put my phone in time lapse, and I'm gonna prop it up so it can see me teaching, especially since I look cute with my little AOD shirt on, okay? And it's gonna get me, and it's just gonna have me doing this, but I'm gonna be able to use this for content later. So let me know in the chat if you guys are with me, because I want to make sure whether you're here in the Zoom room or you're on YouTube, I want to make sure that you guys are with me and I'm not just talking at you. So let me know what's resonating so far in the chat. I see my people. How y'all doing? How y'all living? And it is Saturday. Like I said, y'all could be anywhere, but you are here today. What's going on, Jay Akonde? I see Raven in the house. Denise, hello, hello, hello. And this is the thing, y'all. We always need refreshers. Like, I don't care if you did this challenge with me last year. Guess what? You're in a different space now than you were last year. And so the information that you're taking in is going to be different because the connection is different. You have evolved. So, let me push my little time lapse. Boom. Hey. Okay, y'all, I'm staying on task. So, education. Your content should be educational. What are you teaching me? We ain't just up here taking little selfies, trying to be cute. Oh, look at my outfit, da-da-da. No. What are you teaching me? What am I teaching you guys right now? When you get off this session, even if you only came today, you're going to leave with a mindset shift. You're going to leave with new ideas. You're going to leave with clarity. You're going to leave with confidence. And so all of your content should be educational, informational as well, right? So education, information. Education is something very specific that you're teaching. Information could be general information. Now, mind you, what is your niche? So if you sell cookies let me see a cool niche for cookies. Let's say you sell vegan cookies for busy families. You don't just got to have cookies all over your page. It could be about parenting. It could be about healthy snacks for kids. It could be about what does vegan even mean? You can talk about the myths about being a vegan. You can talk about the benefits of being a vegan. Yes, bacon. Okay. So don't think just because if you bake that it just has to always be about food. No, let's evolve that. Like, there's energy and synergy about being in the kitchen. And don't forget that you could also sell items that are in connection with baking, aprons, shout out, utensils. It could be a special candle that you always like to use when you're cooking because it puts you in the mood. Do you guys feel me? So think outside of the box. Motivation, inspiration, those kind of go hand in hand. But if you think of Eric Thomas, if you think of Inky Johnson, if you think of LaShana West, if you think of Oprah, motivational, information, education, inspirational. Who do you listen to or who do you know when you get done connecting with them, you are just amped up, ready to kill it? Let me know in the chat. Like, who is that person just gets you off of your butt and gets you going because you just love that inspiration, that motivation? While you guys are putting that in there, I'm going to move to case studies. Listen, case studies are the most, yep, I love Jeremy Anderson too. David Shands, okay, let's go. Case studies are the most slept on component of effective content. What's a case study? It's basically a testimonial, but it's in your words. So I might say something like, there was a girl that I met and she started working with me when I first started working with Keisha. We'll just call her Keisha. Keisha was lacking confidence. She was confused. She really struggled with imposter syndrome to a point to where she had 5 journals filled up with businesses that she never launched. After working with Keisha, now you see, I told a little bit about Keisha. After working with Keisha, Keisha was able to launch a successful business. And now she is transitioning from leaving her 9-to-5 to do her business full time because she was able to believe in herself, move imposter syndrome to the side, serve people who actually were waiting on her services. So that's a case study about me and what I did, right, for the client. A case study also, if you don't have any clients yet, you can do a case study about yourself. If you are your potential target market and you came through the same thing that you're helping others come through, They don't have to know it was you. I mean, it would be cool if you are vulnerable or transparent enough to give a personal case study, but you can literally put a blanket over who the person is. And what I mean by that, they don't have to know who the person is, but just tell the story. And yesterday we talked about the storytelling framework. So if you missed day 1 and day 2, click on my YouTube page and watch it, because they're going to come down in 6 days. And let me tell you something, this 3-day information, you literally can take it and go build an effective offer and get clear and get all those cobwebs out of your head that you feel are holding you back, okay? The next piece is data collection and market research. We sleep on this too. I want to see more data. 50% of people in the world struggle with blank. The biggest 5 myths about blank. Let's see. How else can you use data market research? According to Forbes, I was reading entrepreneur.com today, and I learned that So you are, of course, citing your references, giving them their credit, but you're adding other people's point of view. LinkedIn, I love LinkedIn because they do that a lot. People are sharing different resources, but y'all, switch it up. Your content should not be the same. So if you're able to educate, inform, motivate, inspire, give case studies, use market research and data collection, there's no way that you can lose. Then we're going to add storytelling, right? So what I want to do, I want to hit my storytelling framework real quick. Don't let your eyes get all bingo. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit the storytelling framework real quick. All right. We have to share our story more, y'all. That is the hack. That is what sets you apart from anybody else, because nobody has your story. Put in the chat for me. Nobody has my story. My story is mine. Okay. I don't care if you Jay-Z, Rihanna, Beyonce, Oprah, Michelle Obama. Ain't none of them got nothing on me, because they ain't my story. They did not go through what I've been through. And they have not walked in my shoes. So I have an upper hand on them. You have an upper hand on me because I haven't walked in your shoes. So y'all see how I'm getting a little swag, being a little thug with the storytelling, because y'all, it is the freaking hack. Now, how do you share your story? I went in depth about that yesterday. I'm going to hit it really, really quick, even though I shouldn't, because I'm going off track and it's Saturday and I don't want to keep y'all here. But, well, in matter of fact, let me say, I ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you. But here's the deal. Struggle and pain. What did you do? What was the solution? The solution is your service. So I'm going to use my story, okay? When I was younger, I endured childhood trauma, which caused me to feel unwanted. I lacked confidence. I wasn't able to walk in my full self, and I started to shrink. Response. After realizing that I was going to have to speak and use my voice in life and I couldn't run from it, I started to engage in exposure therapy and started volunteering for opportunities for me to speak and for me to present. This helped me to build confidence, and it also increased my leadership skills because I seen that I had a gift and I was actually worthy. Solution. In my program, I teach entrepreneurs how to move the mental blocks so they can thrive in life and business, whether that's creating an offer, whether that is reframing their mindset, or even crushing goals that they feel that they can't crush. Do y'all see that? So if you have journals and you have a self-care brand, shameless plug. There was a time when I had thoughts all in my head and I didn't know what to do with the information because it was just so overwhelming. I would think about all of the things that I wanted to do in life, but I didn't know where to put it. I didn't know how to get it out of my head. I started getting into journaling because when I started journaling, it made me feel blank. I was able to release blank, right? This helped me to and that's why I started the Soulfully Healed Self-Care brand to help women, Are y'all feeling me? You're welcome, Jessica. So we can hit the storytelling a lot. And actually, I'm gonna share with you guys an opportunity to work with me, and I help you craft your story in the program later on that I'll share. So the next piece of component for effective content is your formal offer. If y'all go on my Instagram page, yes, you'll see reels. Yes, you'll see motivation. You will see education. You will see my story, and you will see a formal offer, meaning, hey, I have 5 VIP days left for the month. Book now. Book a complimentary clarity call. Join the core accelerator. Like, you have to ask for the sale. So if you have a group program, ask for the sale. If you have a service, ask for the sale. That's an actual way to create content, is just selling your formal offer. Okay, so I know you showed up today because you lack clarity. You're fed up and finally ready to create an offer that's in alignment with your core. And if we think about what we've done over the past 3 days, oh my goodness, we went through accountability. We went through mindset. We went through storytelling. We went through content creation. We also went through building confidence and courage. I think that was my most favorite part. And I'll be honest with you, it takes most people years of trying, testing, and tweaking to get super clear on who they serve and what they want to do, and building their know, like, and trust to get paid their worth, right? And most people are confused about what their gifts are. And they want to get clarity on what their superpower is, because I'm telling you, it can be so limiting when you have that thing just sizzling right here. Like, you can't figure it out and you can't get clear on what it is. It's very, very, very frustrating. And when you're unsure of who you even serve, that is the bigger issue, because you don't even know who you're talking to. And we want to get clear so we know who our perfect fit client is. Now, when we go into the feelings, imposter syndrome, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, you want to be able to, I call it impose on imposter syndrome. If y'all can see me, I got my elbows out. You want to kick imposter syndrome in the butt and be like, you know what? I'm up here tripping about launching this product, and no one's better than me in this area. I need to dominate my lane. I need to show up. It's not going to be easy, but I can do it. So you literally have to talk to imposter syndrome and those negative thoughts like a bully. Like, you have to bully the bully, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to create some content on that. Okay. When you're unsure of how to package your expertise, you can't build a clear value ladder. Now, LaShana, what is a value ladder? I showed it to you guys earlier. Let me go back. This is a value ladder. It starts with the know, like, and trust. People knowing who you are. That's how they opt into your lead magnet, your free offer. Then you have to have your value ladder stacked. Okay, this is free. Some other free stuff is my content. Maybe I'm going to do a challenge. Maybe I have a Facebook group. Then I have a low cost commitment, a digital product. Maybe it's a $50 call to help them with fill in the blank. And what I mean by fill in the blank, XYZ. And then your offer, that is your value ladder, okay? But you can't build that if you don't know who you're talking to. Now, the next barrier potentially is systems. I don't know what to use. I don't even know what a lead magnet is. If I do get a lead magnet, how do I connect it? What do I do for email? I get it. But I can help you to actually learn easy systems. Jessica's on here and she thugging it out in Kartra, doing stuff in Kartra that I ain't even did yet, okay? And I love it because from her starting with nothing to now, I'm seeing the emails come through and I'm seeing her use it. It just makes my heart thump. And that's exactly why I created the 5C core method that I shared with you guys earlier, because you can literally create an offer in the next 90 days, whether it is a coaching program, whether it is a service, whether you want to do a live event, whether you want to build a community, whether you want to launch a specific product, but you want it to have a community connected to it. So it's an experience and a movement and not just a tangible product. And this same system I've used with hundreds of clients. We have a few on here now, and I want to share it with you. And this was the 5C core method framework. And that's getting your courage, your clarity, moving on to confidence, creating content that connects and not just aimless content just to say you did it, making sure your customer experience is A1, that's that system, and that's how you get to the money. I want to share a couple of testimonials from a couple of clients. And Corey, rest in peace. Rest in peace. He actually passed from COVID, but he came to me initially just all over the place, right? And the newfound clarity, he said, exposed his weaknesses, but I say it exposed his ability to stretch. It exposed some areas that maybe he wasn't aware of. You see how I'm reframing that? Because they weren't weaknesses. Cassidy, one of my past clients, so talented. She really benefited from working with me from my mental health and self-care approach. So I'm not doing formal therapy with clients anymore, but I use a therapeutic approach. So when you work with me, you get a life coach blend and a business coach. You don't just get a business coach telling you A, B, and C. Y'all know my vibe. Y'all know my demeanor is very down to earth, but I'm a therapist too. So if I hear some limiting beliefs, some mindset junk that needs to be addressed, I address it. A couple clients have shared with me that their pitch, they've been able to get help with knowing who their audience, brainstorming and building out their offer, text messaging functionality, help them with their funnel, psychology of words. She just named off all the stuff. And it's just so cool because when you say yes to your gifts, you actually say yes to yourself, but to the whole world. A client here said she was able to increase social media following by 30%. She gained new clients. She gained new group clients. She participated in 4 wellness events that expanded her yoga business. She wrote and released her first ebook, recorded her podcast. And this was just from her being in my AOD mentorship. She didn't even do like my top tier, higher, I'm not gonna say top tier, my more comprehensive services. This was merely just with my weekly coaching, my group coaching. So what I want to share with you guys is my 90-day accountability on demand core accelerator. And it is a hybrid of you getting one-on-one, group, and self-paced support and accountability through the learning modules. And a sneak peek of it rolls out March 30th, but you guys are literally getting the first opportunity to join. And I have time for Q&A if anybody has any questions. But in short, we are going to go through every single piece of that framework. So in the confidence and the clarity piece, you're going to nail down and define your expertise, who you best serve, and who your perfect fit client is, so you can be more confident and get clear, and then move to the content creation where you're going to be just very, very in a pocket because you're no longer fuzzy. And in this area, I'm going to help you create your specific framework to your service. I'm really good with helping with frameworks. Like when I tell you it be coming quick. And so from there, you also build your know, like, and trust and build your value ladder. The next phase is the customer experience, where you create your funnel. A lot of people get intimidated by funnels, but honestly, y'all, a funnel is just a way for them to get connected. So a funnel, I'll just name one really quick. A funnel could be this. They opt into your monthly email newsletter. On the back end, you have automated emails of a welcome sequence. So 7 days later, it may be, hey, I see you downloaded the blank newsletter. Make sure to take a peek. It's very exciting. You're going to learn A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A week later, hey, just checking in. I want to know if you learned about my masterclass. It's going to be on February 28th. I'm going to teach you how to click here. A week later, I see you're hanging out. So excited to connect with you. I would love to jump on a complimentary clarity call so I can see how I can support you. Now, mind you, I'm talking from a coach standpoint, but the funnel is an automated, systemized way for your potential client to get onboarded to you, your impact, and the experience without you doing it manually. And that's where the systems come into approach, because you should not be manually doing stuff. Like it should be happening on the back end. Of course, you got to do it one time, but once you do it, it's going to run on autopilot. Okay. And then next is your qualified lead generating and your limitless launch. I teach you how to launch your service or product, and you're going to get paid to practice, because the first one is going to be a beta launch. Like if you are doing something for the first time, that is not the begin all end all. That's the first rollout. So you literally could get paid to practice, or it could be like very, very low entry cost or free. Like it's not always about the money, guys. A lot of times it's about learning, increasing your skill set so you can do better over and over again. And then the last phase is convert browsers to buyers. And that's generating your cash flow from your beta launch and successful launches from there. And I also have a phase where we do self-reflection to say, okay, how did we do in this experience? What did you do well? What were you not consistent in? And I help you by processing the whole experience, which is one of my favorite, because most times when you go to a coaching program, you do the stuff, and if it worked, cool. If it didn't work, cool. But adios amigo. No, I need closure. Okay. So I need to know, how was the experience, and what do you need to change next time, whether if you're working with me or if you're working with someone else. Okay. So what's the structure like? You're going to get weekly accelerator group Q&A calls every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You also get access to my monthly mentorship. That's every Monday at 8 p.m. You get a monthly one-on-one power session, self-paced learning modules, AOD playbook, 24/7 Facebook group support, enhanced emotional intelligence. This alone, y'all, is worth the whole investment of the program, because this is something that you can't buy anywhere, right? And with my 20 plus years of mental health experience, plus I'm a business coach, I'm a qualified disc consultant, all of this, I would call it, all of the trainings and the learning that you get with me, you're not only getting business coaching, you're getting life coaching, lifestyle coaching. So that emotional intelligence enhancement, unmatched. Self-care strategies, because mindset and self-care is infused in everything that I do, and also a synergized community. We're going to look at the actual website here in a minute, but you can go to MissWestCreativeCoach.com/join core to learn more about it too. I'm gonna drop it in the chat in 1 second. So pay in full bonus. And I probably should have told y'all how much it costs first, right? Here we go. So for the program, it's $5,000 if you pay in full, or you can pay $500 today, and then you'll have 6 payments of $833. There is a pay in full bonus. If you pay in full, you will get a Kickstarter call with me within 1 week. You get AOD 6-month group coaching at no cost. And you also get a 30-day follow-up after the program is done. We are accepting only 15 clients, because I want to make sure that I'm able to give everybody what they need, and having 30, 40, 50 people, no, ma'am. All right. So here's another recap of everything you get when you sign up: the 5-part curriculum, resources and plug and play templates, weekly live group support so you can get help with your beta, Q&A. You get a one-on-one every month, and you also get the free monthly mentorship, which is every Monday at 8 p.m. EST, and a free disc assessment. Now, mind you, everybody in this challenge, if you signed up for the challenge and you're in the Facebook group, you're going to get a disc assessment, but you can use this one here for later. All right, so we are going to actually check out the page. If you're wondering, when does it start? It starts March 30th, okay? But what I want to do now is actually go to the actual web page, because I have some testimonials that I want to share with you all. So let me stop share. And if you have any questions, let me know what questions you have in the chat. And we're going to wrap up shortly here in a minute. All right, join work. Also, when you guys see my landing page, I help you with your landing pages as well, okay? So let me share my screen again. And Give me a 1 if you could see my screen. Perfect. All right, cool. So it's time to get out of your own way. Are you ready? I am really good with supporting you and helping you with messaging, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing and you're confused on what to say, don't worry, I got you. Clarity plus confidence equals cash flow. You are here because you're experiencing confusion, second guessing, having lack of confidence, comparing yourself to others, shrinking and playing small, which has resulted in you struggling with negative thoughts, imposter syndrome, and limiting yourself in life and business. You've been daydreaming about how life would be if you could attract your perfect fit client, daydreaming about what would it look like if you could be compensated for your gifts. Right now, you're trying to figure out the best real strategy. You've tried live webinars, free challenges, and crickets. You're exerting so much energy, posting on social media all day and getting few complimentary calls booked, hoping that they convert. You are probably feeling defeated and burned out. Trust me, I know firsthand. You're tired of creating offers and no one buys. The real reason why you're so confused and no one buys is because you're doing a cookie cutter method instead of things that are in alignment with your core. And what I mean by that, guys, is we are doing what we see other people do instead of doing what we truly want to do. Okay? No problem, Amber. I'm glad that you're here. We're doing what we see other people do instead of what we truly want to do with our inner core. Your true brilliance and your true authentic self is all here, but no one knows because you're not showing up. Your ideas and approaches to your expertise is enough. You are enough. When you're operating in alignment with your core, you're able to attract and not chase. You're more confident, you're clear, laser focused, and operate in your zone of genius. So I've already showed you guys this framework, but I want to share some testimonials with you, and I hope that you guys can hear it. So let's see.
Greetings, peace and blessings, good people. My name is Jasmine Hall, also known as the Worth Coach, where I speak, teach, and believe in everything worth, and I help single women take their work to the next level through my program called Worth University. Let me just say this. All that stuff that I just said was because of LaShana. When I first started working with LaShana, I had nothing, no name, no vision, no direction, no ideas for my business. But after working with LaShana, I was able to beat imposter syndrome, gain clarity, shift my mindset, and hold myself accountable, which are all great things that LaShana specializes in her program. Her Core Accelerator program has positioned me to launch my own 12-week group coaching program in March 2022, and I'm very excited about it. But again, I don't know where I would be without LaShana, AOD, and all the support that she brings, the people that she brings. It's been life-changing, a game changer, but you don't have to take my word for it. Go ahead, bet on yourself, check her out, and see all the amazing things that she's going to do for you and your business in 2022. Again, my name is Jasmine Hall, The Worth Coach. Follow me on all social media at The Worth Coach. And also check out my website, www.worthuniversity.co. Peace and blessings to you in 2022.
Could y'all hear her? Let me know. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what Mike had to say.
From each of the calls, we're able to have a lot of clarity. So it moved the onus from problems to finding solutions. We were the solution to our own problems by the end of it. And she gave me this shirt, but then she also gave me this shirt, which says that I am accountable. I am able. After working with her, I went from seeking others for advice and trying to figure it out to being able to have all the resources that I needed within me. So then I am able. That's what Miss West means to me. She's really helped me grow. Without her, this business, this vision that I have would not be birthed. I would not be in the infancy stages. I wouldn't be as excited and confident as I am right now. I wouldn't be visualizing all the people that I can help. I wouldn't be visualizing just the networks that will be created as a result of working with her. So because of that, I thank you. And this really means a lot. The trajectory for my business, I'm not sure what it would be, but it definitely wouldn't be where it is right now. So I thank you.
I just love Mike. Y'all, Mike was the only guy in the program, and actually he's still the only guy in my other program, but he's just the best. He's the best. I will let you guys finish looking at this on your own. I'm going to show y'all one more testimonial, but the link is in the chat. I would love for you guys to join the Core Accelerator. Again, we have 15 spots and one can be yours. It shows more about what all the modules entail, and let's hear, and then you could of course pick your option here. I also want to share that and some of you guys might not know this, so I have financing and funding available too. Even if you want to book one of my VIP days, and I won't talk more about it here, but I have a branding and mindset VIP day that I do. And what is it right now? $7,500. You'll come to Atlanta, or I come to you. It's a little extra if I come to you, but you get 5 to 6 hours of time. It's just y'all, you gotta check out my reels on Instagram, but think of self-care, mindset, business strategy, and branding all in one day, because the photographer comes and you get over 30 to 40 branded photos. And it's just, I'm not doing it justice by explaining it, because the reason why I'm not explaining it, because I don't want to go off topic and talk about a different thing. But in short, I have funding opportunities if payment is a problem. Okay. There's several ways to skin a cat. Then it talks about if you're a good fit and if you're not. And we will look at one more testimonial, and then I will open it up for questions.
Hello, you guys. My name is Jessica, and I also go by Jay Akande. And I just need to rave about the Core Accelerator program that I just finished up recently, led by no other than this creative coach. So she got me at the infancy stage of becoming an entrepreneur. Like, I had never been one before, but I knew it was time for me to start something, but I needed something that I could connect with. And it started off with a clarity call. And even from that clarity call alone, I already got more clear on what I wanted to do. Then I started having the one-on-one sessions and all the group sessions, and it's changed my life so much. Like, you don't know what you're going to get from these programs. Like, it's always a big risk, but through her program, the Core Accelerator, I really was able to come up with something that aligned with my core, something that I could pour myself into and better use to better serve others in the future who need to find purpose again in their life. And that's something that aligns with my brand. And she provided me with so many resources, like learning how to use Kartra. I got my first LLC, from this experience. I met so many people and been to events and everything. I promise you, if you're questioning even joining, don't. She will help you figure your life out, okay? She is like the mindset and clarity coach that you didn't even know you needed. So try it out. Join Core Accelerator, because I'm so glad I joined. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for it. All right. Love y'all.
Oh, thank you, Jess. Jess is actually on the call right now. So yeah, I'm going to stop sharing. But when I tell you, my heart warms up when I see my current and past clients. It's just like, oh, I miss them. And of course, a lot of them I still work with. But that is day 3 of the Confusion and Clarity Challenge. I would love to see you guys in the Core Accelerator, because I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to get support in everything that you learn. And if you didn't see day 1 or day 2, you can literally watch the replays on YouTube. They'll be available for the next 7 days. But if you are a little iffy because you don't know if you need the Core Accelerator, but you know you need help, then what I want you to do is book a complimentary clarity call with me. And I know a few of you have already, but if you text mindset to 678-336-7756, you can do a complimentary clarity call. And I have an hour available today. So if you text mindset right now, we can jump on the phone now. And Jessica, you already know the vibes, because that's how you ended up in the accelerator. But I guess what I'm sharing with you guys is we have to stop being scared to offer our services and to practice all of this stuff that we have in here, right? And if I just said, okay, see y'all later, and I wasn't assertive in me marketing my business, I wouldn't be in business. I was able to leave my 9-to-5 9 months ago because I was relentless. I am relentless. And I am relentless because I am accountable for myself, the impact that I make, and the life that I'm creating for me and my family. So I will not hold you guys. Any questions, please let me know. You can ask it in the chat or you can come off mute. I would love to get some feedback from you guys if you want to share what was helpful today, what resonated, or if you have a question. So here, my bad. Y'all can't even come off mute. Give me 1 minute. Okay. You are able to unmute yourself if anybody wants to share anything.
I'll go. Hey. For one, I did get to see the replays on YouTube. I didn't, the time zones is different. So I was like, oh man, it was at 3 p.m. over here. Like but I'm glad I watched it. Anyways, so the content part helped me because while you were talking, I did a time-lapse thing on my phone where I turned the camera onto my journal and wrote affirmations. So that could be something easy instead of me thinking I have to look decent all the time before I film. Yep. And this was just a good refresher in general. Like, even for when it comes time for me to really build my website, I'm going to look at your Core Accelerator page and see how I could place all those graphics that I just made. So,
yes, ma'am. I love it, sis. And Jess, because you did the Core Accelerator, can you share what was the most impactful part for you?
Man, the whole thing. It's like you think you're going to get one thing out of it, or you're coming in with expectations and it's going to be something different. Like, all I came with was like a little idea about somebody writing, like maybe having women write and creating something from it, but that's all I had. And it turned into like a whole healing brand. And now, I knew nothing about lead magnets and landing pages and Kartra and sending out emails, never used Canva. Like, I've learned so many tools. I set up my own LLC by myself, and it's not rocket science. It's possible to do. There's like so many things that I've learned that I'm constantly learning still. I met a lot of people, and I'm like, I really, like 6 months ago, I did not have a brand, and I've never been an entrepreneur in my life. And now I'm creating a whole entire brand based off of healing. So that's my testimonial. Still building, but I came a long way.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you, Jess. But yeah, and that's the thing, because I know it was scary. Whether you're in the investments, 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, it's always going to be scary doing something you haven't done. But once you do it, you're ready for the next one. And that's what I love about it. Like, y'all, I used to have a money mindset block where I wasn't trying to pay $97 for something. So fast forward, my first investment was $4,000. The next one was $12,000. The next one was $20,000. How do you go from not wanting to pay somebody $97 to what some people make in a year, right? And what happened was, it wasn't about the person or the program. It was about my worth. I didn't believe I was worthy. I didn't trust that I would do the work. I was going to waste it. Well, guess what? I had to get out of my own way. And once I did that, let me tell you, and I'm not making this up, I made my money back 2 to 3 times over every single time. And it just proved that I was in my own way. So I don't know who I'm talking to. And at the end of the day, I'm not telling you this so you can get into the program. I'm telling you this so you can figure out what is your block, and whatever that is, find somebody to help you with it. It don't even got to be me. But the sooner you find somebody to help you, the sooner that you can get past that block and do the things that you want to do with ease instead of stress. Okay. So I see Raven, I see Denise, Amber. Do you guys have any questions or feedback for me? And when I say feedback, it could be, what you enjoyed about the challenge, what you liked about today, anything of that nature.
So unfortunately, I had to work the first 2 days. So obviously I'm off today. So I tuned in. It was very informative. So I just want to be clear. So it's $5,000 for the program that starts on March 30th?
Yes. Yep. And you can pay in full or you can do payment plan.
Okay.
Yep. And if you have any questions, I have availability to chat as soon as we log off of here. So you literally, if you text mindset to that number in the chat, we can chat, because I also have some creative payment plans too, if what I showed on the screen doesn't work for you. So yeah, just let me know.
You said the text mindset? Okay, no problem. Oh, I have one more question for you. It's kind of random. What's the difference between a life coach and a therapist?
Great question. Okay, so because being that I do both, a therapist is helping. First of all, a therapist is educated in a different realm and certified. So I had to, 8 years of college. I have 2 masters, but I have a master's in clinical counseling. So I went through all of the curriculum. I have a degree. I have done therapy, so helping people with childhood trauma, family dysfunctionality. That's more diagnosis stuff, anxiety, depression, all that jazz. So, when you're a therapist, you can get paid through medical insurance or private pay, but it's more legalities. You can't just be a therapist telling people whatever. Like, you can be reprimanded or go to jail for certain things. And that's why you have to go to school to be a therapist. Life coaching kind of trains you, and it's so controversial, but life coaches literally can get a life coaching certificate in online in a day, in a week, depending on how comprehensive it is. And they're helping you with life things. So motivation, maybe you're lacking energy, maybe you have some personal stuff going on. They are not digging into root cause, unresolved childhood trauma. Is it depression? Is it mental health stuff? Is it anxiety? And if it is mental health stuff, a therapist knows what those potential symptoms look like that leads into the diagnostic manual to say, okay, you have these symptoms, more than likely it is bipolar, etc. A life coach is not well versed in that arena, right? Yep, life coaching is good. But what I find is sometimes life coaches, or even just people, mindset coaches, overstep their bounds and they be trying to be therapists when they're not. So you got to be very careful, because you could hurt people that way by giving them suggestions or feedback on stuff that's not in your lane. Does that make sense?
It absolutely makes sense. And I don't mind sharing this because I've been in therapy since I was a kid, on and off. And I think I had a life coach when I was a teenager, but at the time I didn't really understand everything that was going on. I was kind of little, here and there. But as I'm in my adulthood now, I'm like, damn, it seems like it's similar, but not really. And I felt, so the way you just described it, that's what I thought, therapists kind of just take a more deeper dive into the mental and, how you grew up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And life coaching, it seemed like it was motivation and stuff like that. But I was just but do they kind of dig into problems? But do they not? I was a little unclear in that area. So
look at it like this. Life coaching focuses on the future, how to move forward. They're not really digging into the backstory and getting to the root cause. Therapists do both. And this is that DSM, that diagnostic manual I was telling you guys about. So literally in college, we had to get trained in this thing. And this is how you can diagnose someone with bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression, etc. Therapists are well versed in this stuff. Life coaches aren't.
Got you. Thank you so much.
No problem. And Jess, yes, you should get certified in life coaching. Sidebar, I'm creating a accountability certification that has a life coaching blend, but also accountability. So that's later. All right, Raven, you got anything for me?
What you mean?
Uh,
Any more questions?
Oh, I thought that was Amber talking. Was that Raven that just asked me the question about life coaching?
No.
Oh, okay. So Raven, yeah, do you got any questions or anything?
No, I'm gonna text you though. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in today. If you want the free DISC assessment, make sure to join the Facebook group, the Confusion and Clarity Facebook group, so you can get it, because I'm gonna drop the link here in a bit. And I will see you guys later, and have an amazing weekend, guys.